I am going to tell you the truth. There are people celebrating today's news, but I think we might be making a mistake. What's up, Cubs fans? Today we are going to take a deep dive into why you need to stop looking at our prospects as if they were just projects for the future. How we stop retired styles. And to why you need to stop looking at our prospects as if they were just projects for the future. Do you realize what is happening right in front of us? For years, you heard that Chicago's minor league system was an untouchable vault for the next 5 years. But what if I tell you that the future has arrived, kicked down the door of Wrigley Field, and is now wearing jersey number 25? Before we get into the behind-the-scenes details showing how our farm system is going to decide the 2026 season right now, smash that like button right now if you believe the Cubs have the roster to surprise everyone. Are you ready to trust the heart of our offense in the hands of a kid? Because the front office is. And the tension surrounding this decision could be exactly what gives us the National League Central Division or sinks us for good. Pay close attention to the signs. The Chicago Cubs organization has built a silent talent development machine. The results of this philosophy are already visible in the bats and gloves of players like Pete Crow Armstrong and Nico Horner, not to mention Cade Horton's arm. But internal numbers show that the roster hierarchy has changed drastically for this season. The big name in this transition is Moisés Ballesteros. The 22-year-old catcher is no longer a test. After debuting last year as a designated hitter, the data does not lie. He sustained an average of almost 300, specifically 298, and an overwhelming slugging percentage that surpassed the .470 mark. The performance was so convincing that the DH spot on the main roster for opening day is already his, a move that pushes Seiya Suzuki definitively into the outfield. While Ballesteros climbs the final step, other talents are encountering strategic or performance barriers. Jackson Wiggins had a brilliant ERA of 2.19 in 2025, but spring training exposed vulnerabilities, giving up 5 earned runs against only 17 batters. With a deep and shielded main rotation at the moment, he will start in AAA waiting for an opening. The front office also showed that the farm system is a bargaining chip for the present, sacrificing prospect Owen Casey to bring in pitcher Edward Cabrera from Miami. In the outfield, the lack of depth creates a window, but Kevin Alcantara will have to start in AAA after batting only .154 in the spring, aiming for a post-All-Star game call-up. Meanwhile, Jefferson Rojas saved his spot in AA or AAA by silencing the critics of 2025 and batting over 310 preseason games, while college star Ethan Conrad begins his professional journey after shining in the NCAA. I confess to you, I could not take the wait until next year talk anymore. My fan heart was already exhausted from seeing the team keeping talent in the drawer while we suffered in the NL Central. But now I look at what they are doing with Moisés Ballesteros, and I feel my blood boiling. We have finally stopped being a testing laboratory. Our farm system has become the solution for today. When I saw the front office trading Owen Casey, it hurt. It hurt a lot. But it was a necessary reality check. We traded the future for real pitching, because the front office finally understood what we have been screaming from the stands. The time to win is now. Cubs family, if you want to help keep this daily project alive, support our Buy Me a Coffee through the daily content link in the description. I am banging on the table for this kid, Ballesteros. I feel like he is the spark, the key piece, that heavy bat we were begging to have right there in the middle of the order. We are no longer projecting for 2030. We are taking a 22-year-old kid with a brutal slugging percentage and saying, go out there and win the Central Division for us. This is old school baseball. I get chills just thinking about Wrigley Field pulsing with him at bat. But what about you? What do you think about throwing this gigantic pressure onto the shoulders of such a young kid? Do you think handing the DH position to Ballesteros is the masterstroke we were missing? Or are you afraid that the weight of jersey 25 will break the boy in the first big crisis of the season? You need to leave your opinion down here in the comments, because the risk is extremely high, but the reward could be the top of the division. Think about it. If he struggles, our entire offense could stall. The clock is ticking. Subscribe to Cubs News today so you do not miss anything from Wrigley Field. A big hug and go Cubs!